What's up, guys? It's your boy DopeRandy back at it again with another episode of the F124 Career Mode. As we have hit the final race of the second season, as we are going to do the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix to wrap up a 2025 season that hopefully we can end on a high note. And it would be a continuing trend as the last two races, of course we did Vegas, but the last race in Qatar, almost a Corbin copy replay of what happened in Las Vegas. It's that we started P3 in Qatar here, and we passed. Excuse me. We passed Fernando Alonso and Charles Leclerc on lap 1, or actually off the start, and passed them both. We passed Leclerc in turn 1, and Alonso coming out of turn 1 into turn 2, and we never looked back. We dominated the race. Ended up winning by about 15 seconds, which is insane. And just a perfect race from start to finish. It did, however, eliminate us from the championship. The Drivers' Championship. As it's going to be down to Leclerc and Sainz. 8-point gap. For us, it's going to basically be... I'm pretty sure we've locked up third place. I don't believe there's a sprint race in Abu Dhabi. I'm about positive there's not a sprint race. So we got P3 locked up. If anything, for us, it's going to be about the constructors. And is there a way we can get a way to maintain our 5th place in the constructors over the Mercedes, who we passed in the last race? Only time will tell. Before we do that, for the last time, let's just go ahead and get...
Like, everything is on its port. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the gearbox changed. Just put a new gearbox in there. And that should be that. We do have 7.2 mil. Just go ahead and you ain't gonna matter. And then for R&B, we do have the powertrain, and that is the last little bit. Yeah, it's not really worth it, is it? Yeah, let's just...
We got it.
We've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
And we all actually have a higher performing core than the Mercedes. And I can just imagine this powertrain is going to be stupid. Look at the gap. We can just tow the fucking boat. And you might as well at this point. Alright, my friends, for the final time, off to the race weekend in Yas Marina in Abu Dhabi. And here we are, the last quali session of the season from Abu Dhabi. And I don't know what to expect as I just knock out the cone. Yeah, I don't know what to expect from this lap, if I'm being honest.
I'm afraid afraid we've dropped to P22. P22.
I think we've got a pretty good core here for the race, but the problem is we got to be in the front. But the core does feel pretty good. Feels pretty good. And I am getting it in this new powertrain. Yeah, just making the best powertrain even better. I kind of, and with that I could kind of sacrifice a setup. Focus on downforce so much that I could just use the battery in the engine just to make up for all the deficits I could attain. But nah, this car feels pretty good. I tell you, this felt fast. That felt really smooth. Holy shit, that's the fucking pole. A 129. I might be the only one in the 121s.
Welcome to the Yas Marina circuit for the finale of another thrilling Formula One season. It's been a breathtaking year, and we end it at a track that's been the scene of many glories and heartbreaks over its history. It's time to end the season in style. It's time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
One last
the
race.
Yas Marina circuit is made up of 3.28 miles of track, featuring 16 corners with 2 very long straights. DRS zones going into the heavy braking zones of both turn 5 and turn 7 offer plenty of potential for overtaking. The circuit comes with its fair share of tricky corners, which will certainly test a driver's braking management. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. The governor lines up on
We are on the pole.
with Charles Leclerc alongside.
And the championship leader, Leclerc, is P2.
Oscar Piastri, Norris,
Oh lord.
Stroll, Russell,
Oh lord.
Verstappen, Perez,
Where's
Fernando Alonso,
Sainz?
Albon, Bottas, Hulkenberg,
Oh, what happened to Sainz?
Gasly,
Oh my lord.
Sargent, Sonoda, Hamilton, Behrman,
And Hamilton got a
Anderson,
penalty.
and Dennis Hauger. And now it's time to head down to the track.
You can't make that up.
Alongside me
If you go away from this weekend having not given it everything, you're going to be devastated and disappointed for months. So let's get out there and give it a really strong finish and leave it all out on the track.
See, I kind of want to do... I want to do a different strategy.
I want. Ooh. That might be the move. No, I can't do the meat. I can do the mediums. I'm gonna flip this race. Because I know tires mean a lot.
Yeah, I got heel. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start on the hard tiles. I know that's crazy, but I got a plan. I'm gonna start on the hard tiles.
Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna start on the hard tiles. And my plan is to go as long as I can without pitting. And then at the end I can just turn into Ghostbusters
No rain expected, no rain expected.
and just go insane. It's gonna be either hards or mediums. This is what it's gonna end up being. not hards or mediums. It's either going to be mediums or softs. And I got to think about that as we go. I'll tell you what the key is going to be. It's going to be... The full stuff I need to... And another thing, I don't think the times are going to be that much... From what I can tell in practice, the difference between the medium tile and the hard tile is not... Well, I shouldn't say that. That would kind of defunct the whole plan, wouldn't it? We're gonna know instantly if... Oh, not instantly, but we're gonna know... By lap 5, we're gonna know if I fucked up or not. And if I messed up... I mean, it's the old saying, you have to make your bed, now you have to lay in it. And that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, of course I would like to be ahead of Mercedes in the Constructors.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get
And that's the
edge on
plan.
surrounding
We've got a
drivers and the
fast
lights are out.
call. And we've got a good long
Keep an eye
run
on the
call
lights.
too.
The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed.
So
Ready
we
for the
just...
clutch.
But it starts with a good start here. Okay, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Red lights, and away we go for the final time of the season. And Leclerc just gets up to an amazing start. Or maybe the whole tires are not the move on the start. And something happened with Lando back there. Because the three of us have broken away from the pack. And I mean broken the fuck away. Well, I know it's the initial start of I know it's the very first lap. Actually, we're not even halfway through the first lap. But so far, the hard tires are not a good idea. From what I could tell. Yeah, so far they're not a good idea. Let's just hope by about lap 10-ish that surely it's gonna round into form. Or if not, we're in trouble.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS
But
within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
I will say, look at the gap between the four of us, or actually the three of us, and then you've got George. No. It's Leclerc, me, and Oscar Piastri. I may let Piastri go.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car.
He ain't even
ahead.
gonna get to me.
Giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Oh, I just got airborne now. I just got fucking airborne. He's gonna get around now. And maybe Lando as well. Yeah.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
That's the plan, bud. So I think the plan is going to be my race at the moment is going to be to try to stay with the two McLarens. If I don't do that, Randy, that would fucking help. But yeah, that's the race. is going to try to stay with these two. Oh, we got smoke. And Lando's going to get around Piastri for the second position. But no, everything is... I know it's only one lap, but at the moment, it's looking decent. We've kind of pulled away from... We I should say, we gained time on George in P5. Purple Sector 3.
Gap to your teammate behind, 9.4 seconds.
That is a really good sign. If we can hit Purple Sector...
Increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap.
But I guess if there was a place to be a purple, it would be the most technical part of the course where you have the setup of the most technical ports. But nah. We're basically just gonna watch these two Oh, look at Piastri go off the track. Go side by side for P2. And Piastri's going to get the spot. Because I had to not hit the brakes, but I had to check up. As you have Piastri goes off the technical racing service, technically, to make the position. And I tell you, not McCleel, Charles Leclerc, he's not pulling away from us like I thought. But I mean, you have to think that's sabotage from the Ferrari. Oh, not you. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that, but something that's sketchy. How Leclerc was P2 and Sainz was P3, yet Sainz gets a 10-place grid penalty. As Leno's going to go back around Piastri. I mean, I tell ya. This little DRS train, it's helping. Piastri ain't gonna get to Lando in time to make another move. And we're keeping the gap to George relatively at bay. Like, now I know the DRS is kind of playing a part in that, as I just knocked the cone out. But so far, this is playing right into my hands.
We're slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep up this momentum.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm probably just going to be chilling right here until they all pit. And then I gotta run like the wind. And I'm probably going to be behind some of these guys. Honestly. As Piastri is going to go on the outside. Again, he's going off the track. And they're going to be side by side. Lando hits the curb. And Piastri's going to take the position back. And Lando's going to no. Oh, he is going to try the outside. Side by side for second place. We got a hell of a view. Lando is going to have to perform line though. Oh, but oh wow, he can just concedes. It is kind of sketchy going side by side. At that part of the track, it is super sketchy. Just like my wide entry was super sketchy. Now, when they battle like that, it's going to allow Leclerc to scoot away. And it's also going to allow George to break into this gap. I'm kind of hoping Fernando Alonso here and the Aston Martin can get to George and give him a hell of a battle here. But after that, Stroll is the next guy. As again, Lando is... They're going to be side by side again. Piastri is going to hit the cold. They both hit the cold. Actually, Piastri is going to get P2. I could, but I'm not. And right on cue, we got Alonso and George fighting it out. But the problem is that the two McLarens are going so fucking slow. Like, well, the gap was decreasing. But it looks like there was a real battle going. But yeah, this is going swimmingly for us. The only problem... it looks like Leclerc is pulling away. But that's just because that these two will not stop killing each other. These two will not stop killing each other. Oh, Piastri blots low. Lando's going to be forced to go high. And Piastri is going to get the position. Alonso got around George. The two McLarens are going to be... Oh, Lando went off the track. You know, they're being really lax about the fact that we've got... These two have gone off the racing surface into the access road, if you will, and have made these positions switch hands. I just know if I went into the if I went beyond the apex of the corner and tried to pass, the FIA would be right on my ass saying you have to get that spot back. I know they would. It would be easy. But nah. Hopefully by now, the hard tiles should be starting to cook. I hope. Here, let's see what the... Yeah, they're not even moving that bad. You know, there's a conversation. There's gonna be a conversation. And it's gonna be between me, myself, and I'm there. Now I'm not. Piastri just gets a fucking... Oh, but that's why, because he used up all of his battery. But okay, there was a developing dilemma here, and it's the fact that... Yeah, Alonso and George are starting to approach us. And Leclerc is starting to pull away. Leclerc has pulled away. He's gone. I wonder when the pit strategy for these guys... I wonder when it is. I think it was...
Second elapsed to the car behind. 1 second.
Yeah, because I'm stuck. I'm stuck behind these two. You know, it's kind of like the last two races where I've been in Charles Leclerc's position. Well, if you
here's some information on Russell for you. They've got some kind of mechanical problem.
We got a mechanical problem on George. That's actually gonna hurt. So, oh, that's a huge developing story. As the two McLarens continue to go side by side. Oh, that was a wing! That was a wing! Soul. Someone's wing just got knocked off. One of the plates just got knocked off. I don't know which one. Might be Piastri.
You made it look so easy.
Oh, that's a developing story. Well, Alonso has arrived. So what I was about to say before all that happened. So yeah, someone got their wing knocked off. Well, they ain't coming down. But anyway, I was gonna say that if Russell is starting to have mechanical problems and is gonna start to fall back, that's gonna kill Alonso's DRS and drafting partner as they make their way up, because they were catching us. Alonso has arrived. Alonso's heel. If that was one lap earlier, I don't know if he would have been here or not. But Alonso has arrived. I'm not going to use the battery, because I'm going to need the battery when these guys come down. Oh my lord, I'm going on the outside. Are we 3 wide? I think we're 3. Oh my god. What the fuck happened? How?
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
I'm not questioning it. I just wonder. Oh my god, here they come. Here they both come. I'm getting split. I'm getting fucking split. Piastri is right on my ass. I ain't lifting, buddy. I know you did all for your teammate, but I'm not your teammate. Dude, the McLarens are killing each other. Basically, they let me go. And somehow, and now it's all broken up. Because look at the gaps. Something happened with Lando, and I think it started. He might be the one whose wing is not present. I think it's Lando, because he is dropping way back. He's dropping way back. And now I need to book it. Because yeah, the tires look fine. This is when I can start to push it. And hopefully drive away. Yeah, something's wrong with Lando. Because I think he's the one whose wing got knocked off. Now, the only problem I'm facing here is the fact that the DRS of Piastri, like, I'm giving Piastri DRS, and Piastri is giving Fernando Alonso DRS. So I can't let these guys, I can't release from these two. Which sucks, but I mean, there's not much I can do.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 21.5 seconds.
Yeah, Lando's the one who's had, because he keeps dropping back. That was about a second and a half, that last sector alone. And they said that George had some sort of mechanical problem. He's also fallen back significantly. I may let Piastri go right here. Just because I'm telling you, once I hit pit road. Okay, the one thing I can't do. No incidents. But no, I may let them both go. And yeah, I may let them both go. and just following no DRS. Because I tell you what the difference is about to be. Stroll got around Lando and George Russell for that matter. Problem is that I don't think that George is, I don't think that, oh well, there goes Fernando Alonso. So the time is now. Leclerc has also pitted. So here's the race. And here's what I was trying to talk about earlier. However much I can, if I can somehow maintain this gap from Leclerc to me, like his fresh hordes versus my used hordes, if I can keep it somewhat manageable, I might try to go to the soft tile and just try to cook for the last handful of laps. But if not, and I'm gonna basically have to run qualifying laps. I'm gonna have to run quali laps, and I'm gonna have to make a decision. And I kind of hope Piastri don't pit. The plan is that Piastri get. My plan is what I hope happens is that Piastri doesn't pit. Damn it! Alright, he's all by him. Alright,
Piastri is in the pits.
I see that, and hopefully, Charles Leclerc gets stuck in traffic. And I also don't think that happened. Yeah, he did not get stuck in traffic. So here's the okay. So now, this is when the race is on.
Ollie's in the pits. Ollie in the pits now.
Because we're gonna see how much of a gap this is, and if it's not too big, then I'm gonna ride for a while. But if it gets to be a problem, I'm gonna have to come down. Like I'm thinking. I don't know. Obviously not. It's gonna be. I'm gonna pit with either 5 laps to go or 10 laps to go. I think that's what's gonna end up happening. It depends on what happens. It's either gonna be 10 laps to go for mediums or 5 laps to go for horse and just go fucking balls out to the wall. The only indication is that I don't think this is gonna work. Soft tires ain't gonna work. Because yeah, because yeah, Leclerc is running us the fuck down. And I mean, he is running us the fuck down.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
But I will say, oh, you know what? Should we just have fun, Heel? Should we just have fun? Because Heel, I'm just gonna think big picture, Heel. It looks like George has a mechanical problem, and he is not anywhere to be seen. And Lewis is not in the points. I gotta figure out how far back. George is. And is he gonna continue to fall back? And also, something to think about for the championship. Sainz is P6 now. Yeah, Carlos Sainz is now P6. So, he's heel. If Leclerc blows up, and George is in 9th. Yeah, George is in 9th. And also I gotta think about, too, the gap that I would have to... So a pit stop, how much time do you lose on a pit stop? You have to think about that as well. Like, at this moment... Yeah. So, yeah. Leclerc is catching us at a pretty fast rate. I'm just doing the...
Teammate behind, 47.2 seconds.
I'm doing the quick map in my head. Yeah, look... Leclerc's gonna probably win this race. Alonso is catching us. Piastri's catching us. Lance Stroll is not really catching us. Yeah, he's not really catching us that much. Oh, I'll tell you what would be cheeky. What would be cheeky is if Alonso could fall back into the clutches as I just knock out the cone. If Alonso can fall back into the clutches of Oscar Piastri, and those two could battle, that would make things really easy. And yeah, you know how I said that Stroll wasn't really catching me? Well, that's a lie. He took off about a second in just half a lap. So, yeah, I'm not gonna pit for softs, because that would be too much damage. But I will pit for... So, I'm gonna go... Oh, we gotta... Oh, you know what? Sainz did what I did. Yeah, that's what happened. Sainz and I were on the same strategy of hard tiles. Yeah, that's what happened. Sainz and I were on the same strat of going hards at the beginning and then going for a softer tire at the end. Do I pit now? I think I'm gonna pit. That's 10 laps. That would be 10 laps. I'm pitting now. Alright. And I'm going to... Okay, good. Medium tires it is. And I'm basically gonna have 10 laps to go as hard as I fucking can,
Okay,
and as fast as I can.
That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Pit strategy complete.
And I'm gonna have a
See
good
these
little...
tyres through to the end now.
Yep, and I'm gonna have a... Oh, surely I'm gonna get ahead of Perez, right? Surely. Okay, I will. Okay, good. I do. I have a good little gap. I was like, surely. But nah. We got out ahead of Sergio and Russell. I think I might have done that perfectly too, because yeah, another lap, and I would have fallen into Sergio's DRS. If I would have done, maybe it would have been really close. But now we can fly. We got 10 laps. Let's push. Push as hard as we can. I'm not worried about the survival because they're all going to survive. And yeah, George is P7. And I'm P5. And I just... Purple Sector 3. I am flying. And I'm gonna have Lance's DRS right here. This could very easily be the fastest lap of the race. As long as I don't fuck it, as long as I don't fuck up this point. The pass. And I'm just... Oh shit, damn. Well, I sent it. I sent that bitch.
Good job. Nice overtake.
And I gotta hold off Stroll. Or don't hold off Stroll. Dude. Look at the tiles. They make so much of a difference. They make so much of a difference, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about. This should be it is the fastest lap. Even with what happened in Sector 1. Or even with me going deep on Lance Stroll. Now, the only other person that I think that could challenge that is Carlos Sainz. Surely he went into the medium tiles. Surely, right? You would think he would. Probably not, and heel. And also, I believe my dream is going to come true. In the sense that I think, yeah, Piastri is within. Piastri is within DRS of Alonso, so they're going to start the battle. So as long as I don't make a mistake, and I mean, I hate to do this, but I do have to take care of the tires a little bit. Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy, though. Because she had that. Oh, I see Piastri. Yeah, they're within DRS of each other. They are absolutely within DRS. If those two battle, yeah, I can save my battery. I almost went deep again. Yeah, I don't have to use the battery. And they'll, like, this is perfect at the this is perfect. Because I'm not having to use up my battery. And I'm closing in. Just the way you draw it up. just the way you draw it up. Actually, Leclerc looks to be gone. Yeah, and I think, well, it's Sainz. He's out of the, he ain't gonna get.
So we're leading our teammate by 34.4 seconds.
He was down by 8. Yes. I think the championship's over. I think Leclerc has won.
Keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.6 seconds.
I think Leclerc's done it. Even if he blows up, because heck, he would need to get into P7, I believe. Yeah, he would have to get into where George is at. And I just don't think he's going to get there in time. Oh, actually, it would be behind George, which would be 1. I'm going to believe that's Hulkenborg. Yeah, this is going perfect. Again, I didn't use the battery, and I gained about a second. I wonder, where is the leader?
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
You know, I just wonder. Oh, we got a caution. Aww. Hey, if we get a safety call, this changes everything. And oh, it's bail.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
It was for Ollie. It was our teammate Ollie. He has continued though. And now we get to drain off the battery. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna... Well... We're absolutely gonna get to... At least I'm pretty sure we're gonna get... I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to Alonso and Piastri. Although I will say the gap... Well, now he would... This is when the gap drops. And they really didn't... Yeah, that was about a half a second.
We're catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race. Okay,
Oh, we'll
so
get...
gap to the car ahead, 2.5 seconds.
Oh, we'll get into the end, pal. And if I get within the DRS, it's fucking game over. Tires are already worn. That's crazy. But you have to imagine the tires. Yeah, like Alonso is getting a better corner. He's getting out of that. He's getting out of those. That second DRS straight, he's just owning Piastri. Especially getting into it. But then by the time that Piastri has the DRS, it's too late. He can't cover the gap in time. It's not like earlier where they were flip-flopping spots in both zones. With that said though, we are there. 3 laps to go. And I'm there. I'm gonna get to him. Not this lap, but I think the next lap I'm gonna be there. And Piastri may get to him on this lap. Oh, look at the move. Alonso blunts low. Piastri is gonna go high. Side by side they go. They're still side by side. And Piastri takes the position for P2. But here comes Alonso on the DRS, looking high. He ain't. And he falls back in line. And I saved battery while all that. Yeah. Now I'm within DRS range. I'm now within DRS range. 2 laps to go. I'm gonna pass Fernando on this lap. Then I'm just gonna have to fucking drive. If I want to get to Piastri, I'm gonna have to fucking wheel this thing. Or hopefully Alonso can get to them both. Or Alonso can get to Piastri. He ain't gonna get there. He's drained the battery. I haven't. I'm going for it. No fucking way that just stuck. Oh, that's contact.
Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice.
Me and Piastri are side by side. He's gonna get the position back. Oh, he just shut that off. Oh, that's a crime. Oh, that sucks. And now oh, look at that. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to get back that spot. Nope, that's legal. That's a legal overtake. What a move. Here we go. White flag.
Final lap. Push, push.
1 lap to go in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, presented by Credit One Bank. Hashtag cheap plug. And okay, now I'm going. Now I gotta go. I got to go. And I gotta get to Piastri. I have just enough battery to make this shit work. Damn it. I'm gonna have to push. Give it everything you got, buddy. I'm there. I'm catching him. I'm gonna try to... I have to set this up. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna have to do what I did to Fernando. This is the way I'm gonna have to do this shit. Oh, I could just find... I'm gonna have to find the gap. I'm gonna have to look low. Here I come! Oh, it's Theo! What a move! Oh, I'm loose. Leclerc's gonna win, but we're gonna take home P2. What a race!
Wow, there it is, mate. The checkered flag, and the checkered flag on the season as well. And what season it's been. We've had our ups and downs, but you know what? I've really enjoyed working with you.
Holy...
I hope we can do it again. Nice one, mate. See you back at the pits.
Holy cow, what a move!
Another year of Formula
And yeah,
1
Leclerc wins the championship.
Drivers' champion is declared.
That kind of got lost in the shuffle.
Prestigious list of the
But yeah, once Sainz got that penalty, that was game, set, match.
checkered flag. It's King Charles
Yeah,
today.
Leclerc wins the race and the chip. Damn. That was a damn good race.
Looking at the podium, you can see that.
That was a damn good race. Holy
So
shit.
it celebrates the end of the season, but I know a lot of you will be very sad out there thinking, what are you going to do without Formula One? Don't worry, folks.
Yeah.
We'll be back before you know it.
Sainz only got up to 10th. Sainz only got up to 10th. Him and Verstappen had a side by side. But holy shit, dude. That was amazing. That was amazing. What a move. What a way to end the season. I knew that strategy would work. Damn it. I knew it would. That was fun. Yeah, that was fun. Hell yeah. And that's going to take us to the end of the season. We're going to do the final. And that's fine. Alright, here we go. And we're going to go ahead and just do this now. So, we did finish third in the standings. We finished only 11 points behind Sainz, which I think is a hell of an achievement. And Lando with the broken wing, I don't think he didn't even get points. Yeah, so we finished third comfortably. Lando, Alonso's the top 5. Then Verstappen 6, Piastri, George and Lewis P8 and 9, and Lance Stroll got a top 10 to finish. That's good for him. Pierre Gasly, then Perez for Albon, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Valtteri Bottas, and then K-Mag, Dennis Hagler, Shogren Yu, Logan Sargent, and Ollie Behrman did not get a point. We finished 5th in the Constructors with 315 points. 20 ahead of Mercedes, which I think is a hell of an achievement. Ferrari just shit on the field, winning by over 200 points. McLaren P2. Aston Martin 3rd, Red Bull 4th, and we got 5th. Mercedes 6th, Alpine 7th, Williams 8th. Visa Cash App in P9. Sauber with 1 point in 10th. And Haas didn't get a point and got last. That's highly unfortunate. But, nah, that's where we're at. That is where we're at, my friends. And that is going to wrap up the season. I know what I'm going to do with the feature of this. I will get to it in another video. There may be another season. Here, I'll get to it. There may not be, but here, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being there for another. That was a really good season for us. 6 wins, and it really started after the first quarter of the yeah, we got the cooking. We got the cooking. But yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah. Y'all have a good one. I'll tell you about the future of the series at a future date. Y'all have a good one. And peace out, guys.